Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Karpo Gaming and another Diablo 4 video. Well, there's a ton of amazing uniques for the Barbarian. In today's video, we're going to go over all of the different uniques that we know so far for the Barbarian. So let's go! Once again, thanks for watching everybody, and without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Now we're going to be checking out two different websites with two different databases. I'll leave a link down below to both of these websites. Now let's get started with all of the different uniques for the Barbarian. First off, these uniques will only drop at level 50, but you can get some from the Butcher. Let's start off with the very first one, the Romuladin's Magnus Opus one-handed sword. It's pretty cool. Skills using this weapon deal a specific amount of increased damage per point of fury you have, but you lose 2 fury per second. You also don't get damage with dual wielded weapons, damage to close enemy, physical damage, and a lucky hit. Up to 5% chance to restore up to 14 to 28 of your primary resource. Next up we have the Ancient Oath two-handed axe, and this one is nice. Steel grasp launches 2 additional chains, and enemies hit by steel grasps are slowed by 55 to 65% for 3 seconds. Also have damage to bleeding enemies, damage to vulnerable damage, also berserking skill damage, and up to 2 to 4 ranks of steel grasp and damage to healthy enemies as well. Next up we have the Hellhammer two-handed mace, and this unique is pretty cool. It's going to be about upheaval. Upheaval ignites the ground, burning enemies for an additional amount of damage for over 3 seconds. Also going to come with damage to two-handed bludgeoning weapons, damage to crowd control enemies, damage to burning enemies, and 2 to 4 ranks of upheaval as well, and overall damage. Oh boy. Next up we have the Overkill two-handed mace. This one's going to be about death blows. Death blows create a shockwave dealing 16 to 30% of its base damage to enemies. Enemies who die to this effect are also reset death blows cooldown. That is just fantastic. You also have damage to injured enemies, critical strike chance, and elite kill damage in 2 to 4 ranks of death blow and overpower damage. This one sounds OP. We also have the Fields of Crimson two-handed sword. Now, while using this weapon, damaging at least one enemy with rupture creates a blood pool that inflicts a certain amount of bleeding damage for over 6 seconds. It's nice. An enemy standing in the pool will take an additional 0.18 to 0.34% increased bleeding damage with damage over time. 200 slashing weapons, rupture, 2 to 4 ranks of rupture. Nice. Battle Trance up is next. It's going to be an amulet. It increases the fury maximum stacks by 2. While you have maximum fury, your other skills gain up to 10 to 20% increased attack speed. You get basic skill damage, damage reduction from close enemies, damage reduction while injured, and plus 2 to 4 ranks of frenzy, and up to 4 to 25% resistance to all elements. Next up we have the 1000 steps. It's going to be some nice boots. After gaining the final damage bonus from the walking arsenal key passive, you automatically cast ground stomp and gain fury. This cannot happen more than once every 30 seconds. But you're going to have dexterity damage with skill swaps to new weapons. You're also going to have damage to stun enemies and up to 2 to 4 ranks of ground stomp. On top of that, you're going to have attack reduce evades cooldown by a specific amount of seconds. So these boots sounds absolutely fantastic and definitely one I want to pick up. Next up we have the Rage of Horcrux. Now it's going to be a chest piece. Lucky hit up to a 20 to 40% chance to reduce the cooldowns of your non-ultimate skills by 1.5 seconds when you are bleeding on elites. That is nice. We also have physical damage, critical strike chance with physical damage. We also have damage reduction from bleeding enemies, and also you have some pretty nice amounts of thorns, which is pretty cool. All in all, this chest piece sounds pretty nice. And we also have the Gore's Devastating Grips. These are going to be gloves. Whirlwind explodes after it ends, dealing 50 to 70% of the total base damage dealt to surrounding enemies as fire damage. That sounds amazing. You also have nice attack speed that's going to come with this, a lucky hit chance, and fury on kill, which is amazing that you can get your fury back with this, and plus 2 to 4 ranks of whirlwind. this just might be meta for the Barbarian. Sounds absolutely fantastic. So boom, there you have it. Those are all of the different uniques that we know so far for the Barbarian. But for right now, that's pretty much going for the video. I hope you truly enjoyed it. As always, if you're new to the channel, how you doing and welcome. Don't forget to subscribe right here at Karpo Gaming. A little wide variety of videos range from updates, tips and tricks, guides and news, and a whole lot more. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you everybody for all your love and support. And as always, I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Later.